It's day 394 of Zohar Pshat, and we're on Daf Memvav Amud Beis. New paragraph. You should Mayim Sheretz Nefesh Chaya. So we're not focusing so much on the Mayim here, but the water is going to create this Nefesh Chaya. So Kimna Deinu Mayim Rechishu. So we understood that these waters move, and they create something in their form on high. And therefore, it continues and says, "Ofi ofef ala oretz." The bird will fly on the land. So the birds are created both from water and from dirt. Rekik, as Chazal say in Chulin. But that's not the point here. The point is, this is the third day, and now we're coming to the perfection of the second day, trying to rid the world of pirud of this divisiveness and separation. An integral part of that, evidently, is the creation of malachim. And even though people don't exist yet to work with the malachim, because Baruch Hu is preparing the world for the advent of people, and people, not just malachim, but everybody else who's going to be able to bridge the gap between Shamayim and Aretz, and to be able to bring back a sense of wholeness to the world. Malachim help from above, and the people from below. And that's really what we're going to describe here. So, Vayitmar of Yovef Aretz. Yo'uf mi boile. Should have said Yo'uf. Why Yofef? The extra pay there. Ma Yofef, Amr Shem Razahu. It's a secret here. And that secret, Of Da Michoel. The Of here refers to Michoel. Michoel, of course, one of the greatest Malachim. And it refers to the pasuk to see by Yoef Elai Echad Min Asrafim. One of the show says one of the Srafim, when the Malachim try and flew to me, that is Michoel. So the word V'of, not Yofef, we're going back to that. Word V'of is going on Michoel. Yofef, right? Gavriel. That's Gavriel. And he brings down here in the Zohar, I didn't make the cheshbon, the Gavriel and Yofef are the same gematria. Okay? So the chesib, it says, Va'ish Gavriel, the pasuk Daniel, Va'ish Gavriel shoyisi b'chazon b'tchila mu'af bayav. Gavriel is flew with flying, and I believe the Gemara says that in two jumps he came to me. Michoel ba'achaz, Gavriel b'shtayim. The chesib, V'do Yofef, that's Yofef. So those are Michoel, Gavriel, Mini, Michoel, Mismali, Gavriel. Those are the two top malachim, and two of the top malachim, we should say. But it says the next words ala oretz. Oh, do Eliyahu. That's Eliyahu Novi. So here, the Derech Emes says in Eliyahu ne'elam. This is very you can see what it means here. Of. We don't find Eliyahu having a father in Tanakh. Of Aim, not a father and mother. So there's a side here, which is that Eliyahu is a Bechina Malach, even though he's a human being. But since his lineage is not found in Tanakh, it's as if he has a quality as a Malach. He was a Malach. Was present when they said Nas Adam later on in the Chumash. And the Tutsi Oretz says Zohar Domini Flaw. This is a wonderful preface to the idea of Eliyahu. Here's our Sefer Kliyokar Malachim Beis, Sin Beis Shem Kubalim Medrash Tapios Erech Eliyahu. So Eliyahu has aspects of a malach, of course. I don't think you have to take the Zohar literally, as they seem to be almost doing. Not quite, because you can't. But the Eliyahu's a malach. But Eliyahu has this concept of being megasher, bridging between Shemayim and Aretz. So that's why he's created with this quality among the malachim. Even though Adam's not created till Friday, the angelic quality of a human being who can connect between Shemayim and Aretz is created already on the third day, because that's part of the tikkun for the second day, that there should be able to be this merging of Shemayim and Aretz, which the Malachim and Eliyahu, people like Eliyahu who bridge the gap, are able to affect. So that's he says to Eliyahu, the Ishtachach Tadia Ba'ara, who's freely found on the earth, right? Even after he dies, I didn't die. Even after he goes into Shemayim, right? And he's not mentioned with a father and mother. That's a new Zohar. So he doesn't have not found his father and mother. But rather he has this because he has this angelic component. We want to stress. The EU the Tas Alma, and he flies to the world Dalit Tasin in four jumps. So Derech Emes says Dal means the Dal Ruchos. Dal Yisod Olam. It's not it's four jumps, or rather the four directions. The Stephen it says the Ovadia says about Eliyahu, Ruach Hashem Yisracha Al Makom Ruach Hashem Yisracha Shelo Ida. The Ruach Hashem is going to take Eliyahu to a place I won't know, and that's this what the is going like the Derech Emes says as the Ruach Hashem Chad Yisracha train Al Asher Tzlas Lo Eda Arba. So that's the four directions, but also the idea is that obviously as Leo not being completely a Malach doesn't go one or two flights, but rather he has to go. It takes longer, so to speak, 4 flights. So I'm not sure exactly what the 4 flights represent, but it takes him 4 flights to go from one place to another. The Zohar brings down here that the Eliyahu is still alive, and he comes to all the brisin. But in any event, the idea is this connection of Shemayim and Oretz is done by Malachim from above, Eliyahu from below. Malachim have more are able to do it more easily. The human beings, even Eliyahu Navi, it's more difficult. But if you take the Zohar, like the Derech Emes is saying it, then it also has this idea of Arba Ruchos, that a Malach is not necessarily able to accomplish things in all 4 directions. He has to, whatever Kodesh Baruch Hu tells him to do, he can do. And therefore, even he go one jump, 2 jumps, Eliyahu can go all over the place. And that's the advantage of Adam with his Bechira, I guess, because even though Michoel and Gavriel can have Bechira when they come down here below, as we know, there are many sources say that, but in Shemayim they do what Kodesh Baruch Hu tells him. But Eliyahu has Bechira, he can do what he wants in order to come to go around in all 4 directions and bring the Ratzon Hashem there wherever he goes. I don't know if it actually has to do with Bechira. I don't know if it has to do with the flexibility with being human, but in any event, Eliyahu can go Ufaratza, Yom okay with Safana ben Negba. Malachim can't do that. Malachim are focused. So, and they don't have different characteristics either. Michoel is Chesed, Gavriel is Kura, but the Eliyahu Navi can have all sorts of different midos, north, south, east, west, and accomplish more, even though it's limited. And ultimately, it's 4 jumps instead of 2 jumps. Okay, requires a lot of material for thought there. But in any event, we'll stop here for today before we get to the Malach HaMavis, who comes up next.